This is Dr. Matt Zanis, physical therapist with Causenta Wellness, and today's movement demo is all about the 90-90 hip rotation exercise. If you've ever experienced any level of back pain that's lasted for a long time, you need to check out your hips, because if our hips are not moving very well, our backs can take a brunt of all the stuff that we do each and every day. So a great way to improve your hip mobility is to actually get out of a chair, sit down on the ground, and start to work these positions. We call it the 90-90 position because we're gonna take our legs into a 90 position at the hip and a 90 position at the knee. So we're gonna have one leg out in front in what we call hip external rotation. The other leg's gonna be back behind us, still 90-degree angle at the knee, and hip internal rotation. Now, you may find that if you get down in this position, it's gonna be tough to keep yourself upright. You do need some good trunk control here. That's okay. We can use our hands for stability as we start to work through these positions. We're gonna try and create as much tension as we can. Inhale, exhale, pull our rib cage down. Hands are gonna go out to the side. We're then gonna start to rotate through our trunk until we bring our belly button out over the thigh of the leg that's in hip external rotation. Once we get here, we're then gonna try and pull that belly button down towards the knee as far as we can. Once we get to our end range, we're gonna take a big full deep breath in and out. Then pull my trunk back up to standing. If we have problems keeping our trunk upright here, we can use our hands, pull our trunk into that position, belly button over thigh, pull ourselves down, improve our hip external rotation, breathe, and then pull ourselves back up. Now, we've just accomplished improving external rotation on this side, internal rotation on this side. We're gonna keep our tension. Inhale, exhale. Pull that rib cage down. We're gonna drive this knee into the ground as we then start to pick this left knee up off the floor. We're gonna keep picking this up, driving that knee up towards the ceiling as far as we can until we start to feel tension develop on the inner thigh, or our knee and external rotation starts to come up off the ground. Once we get here, we're then gonna allow that opposite leg to come up and meet us in what we call a bear sit position. We're gonna take a big deep breath in and out here. Then start to drive that opposite knee down towards the ground, pushing, 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 until this knee feels like it needs to come through. And now, we're in the same position, but on the opposite side. So now our opposite leg is in hip internal rotation, our now other leg is in hip external rotation, and we're gonna complete the same thing. So from the side, it's gonna look like this. Inhale, exhale, pull that rib cage down, rotate over that leg, pull our trunk, belly button down to the inner thigh. Keep pushing that knee into the ground, pulling this hip forward. Take a big breath in. Let it out, own that position. Pull ourselves back up. Now we're gonna reverse. We're gonna take that right knee, pull it up towards the ceiling until we start to feel that tension on our inner thigh, and that left knee is then gonna come up and meet in the bear sit once again. Then drive that right knee down to the ground. Left knee comes and follows through, and we're back to square one. So I like to start off with getting 3 total transitions back and forth per side as a good starting point to start to improve your hip rotation. And the cool part about this exercise is now you have a test-retest measure. Every time you get down on the ground, you're gonna start to see how much more comfortable it feels for you. And that's gonna be your baseline. So you start to see these improvements week after week.